Let's begin by just attuning to what's happening in the present moment for us, in the room we're sitting in, or the place, and in our body. Recognizing that we have these bodies that are always sending us a rich variety of sensations, signals. And as we attune to the body, making adjustments to our posture so that we can be comfortable for the meditation practice, centered, balanced, whatever that means for your body. All of our bodies are different. You may be seated or standing or laying down, but really not taking the body for granted. Scanning from the toes, up the legs, into the arms and torso, through the head. And noticing places that we might be able to offer a little bit more relaxation, a little bit more softness, release of tension. And if it's comfortable for you, if you take a few deeper breaths, softening the belly perhaps, so that the breath becomes longer. And as we breathe in, we can feel that oxygen kind of delivering itself into the lungs and throughout the whole body and mind, waking us up, making us alert. And as we breathe out, long, slow release of the stale air, and with it, any tensions that are willing to be let go of. Physical tension or psychological tension, worries. Just take 2 more of these long breaths as we settle in. We can let the breath return to its own rhythm. And I want to invite each one of us to bring to mind a memory. And when I say, when have you felt safe in your life or secure? When have you felt not perfectly safe, perhaps? Maybe we don't have that memory, but more safe or secure than you feel right now. What comes to mind? Sometimes what comes to mind is, oh, I've never felt that way. Maybe that's the case, but then you ask yourself, what would that feel like? Can you imagine what would that feel like, and where would you be? What would the situation be where we could feel more safe, more secure than we feel right now? For some of us, there are memories of a loved one taking care of us, a friend, a teacher, coach, perhaps a meditation leader, that when we hear the voice in our head, it just helps us feel a little bit more soothed, a little more comforted. Or when we see the smile or see the eyes in our mind's eye. For some of us, this might be a memory in nature, lying on a warm beach and hearing the ocean, or hiking in the mountains, having that view to the horizon. Or being outside under the moon at night. So just spend a few minutes after you've kind of identified one of these memories or places or imaginings. And we're really going to give ourselves over to recreating that in our mind's eye. Let's remind ourselves of the colors, the shape of the face, the sounds of the voice, or the way the light is bouncing around, or how the body feels. Temperature of the air, or the type of clothing we're wearing, softness of the clothing. Just see if you can put yourself there fully in the mind's eye. As you continue to breathe naturally, connecting with a moment of nurturance, just a moment. Noticing feelings that come along with this memory. Feelings in the body, maybe in the chest. Sometimes there's a sense of warmth, smile on the face. And sometimes there are other emotions that come. Sadness or fear. We're not here to control our emotional experience, but more to explore associations we have with feeling safe, secure. See if we can just keep directing ourselves back to the part of this memory that we associate with comfort, safety. Give ourselves permission to rest in that, to just give over, allowing a sense of protection, nurturance. What would it feel like if that infused the entire body and mind right now? And we give it permission to envelop us. Feel it deeply. And to rest there. And as we tune to these feelings, we can also reflect, are there times in our lives we've been able to help others feel this way? Times we've been able to hold someone or offer support. Even if nothing comes to mind right away, let's consider how meaningful it would be, how meaningful it is when we know our lives are being lived in such a way that others are more likely to feel safe, to feel protected, to be nurtured. Perhaps we can see how important it's been for us to have these feelings, to have these moments where we've been taken care of. when people have offered us kindness, or the world has been kind to us. How important that's been for our own development, and so how amazing when we can help others also experience safety, security, protection. They too can develop into their best self through our efforts. In some ways, that's compassion. That wish that we could see others to thrive. And we can conclude by just setting the intention that through our efforts, through our meditations, we can continue our own journey, strengthening our own capacity to value kindness, to value compassion in our own lives, and to see ways to bring this into the lives of others.